The man responsible for placing 9 puppies in a dumpster before spraying them with cleaning products and leaving them to die will spend a year in prison. According to court records, Michael Grindrod was sentenced last month on 1 felony count of animal cruelty. The crime happened back in November when a neighbor at an apartment complex noticed that he was working as the maintenance man, throwing the dogs away after asking the neighbor if he wanted to buy one. Another maintenance worker later found them and pulled them out. Grindrod has a parole hearing on March 12th.